So there I was, in what looked like a very poor Blair Witch rip-off, looking for a new computer, since I'm poor and obviously can't afford to just go to a shop and buy one. Anyway, here you'll see a garden wall. Yep, I'm the only hard drive left, the others disappeared randomly. But before too long, I was able to find a beige Dan Tower with a Pentium 3. Ooh, it's so gorgeous. It almost brightens this dull black and white world we seem to live in right now. So here is our starting point for our £100 usable PC build thing. It's a Pentium 3 Dan Tower. It has a 500 megahertz CPU, and my camera's not focusing. There we go. And this disk drive isn't the one I got with it. It's actually an older one, but more era relevant, so that's all good. You'll see we have the power plugged in, but it's turned off, so it's fine. Here we have the insides. Admittedly, not the original 80GB hard drive. We have not the original 300 and something megabytes of RAM. I forget the specific number. And we have various cards and things. As you'll see if we look round the back of this, hopefully I can do it with one hand. We have these various retro motherboard ports. What appears to be USB 2 actually, that surprised me. I thought it would be something older. This is a vehicle, or computer should I say, from the first 2000, which is a long time ago. Here we have our standard issue VGA connector down here. Standard stuff. No fancy DVI or anything though, no digital stuff, oddly. Sound card down here. You don't actually see these on many computers that I know of. Not sure what it is even. And we have our modem and Ethernet connector. No Wi-Fi built in though, although you can add a USB thing for it. And that works if you've got an operating system that supports it, which is so hard to find because this is a ancient socket 1 machine, which they don't make many decent CPUs for it. There was a 933 was the best I've seen, but it was more money than it was worth. So it's more effective to just change the whole motherboard. Also, I stupidly blew up the power supply. So this is just another one from an old school computer I was using for an art project that they just didn't need anymore. Which is mounted with a bracket so it's secure. Not to fear, I have found the original hard drive. Well, it was on the floor, it's not that hard to find, but it is a 10GB drive made in Malaysia. I'm just trying to find somewhere where it actually says it's 10GB. There we go. Hopefully we can zoom in on that. 10GB of storage. Tiny by today's standards. I believe it's still 7200 RPM though. There you'll see the date. 14th of November 1999. WD Caviar. Yep, it's still a standardised 3.5 inch drive though, albeit just IDE as opposed to the more modern SATA. And the power, I believe, is Molex as they call it. And that's just the way these old drives are. I do have a 750GB I could put in. That's a 2.5 inch though, so we're just going to keep using the 80. Time to do some cleaning of the outside of the case. Not the best solution to just use a spray, but it works. And I can get some of the deeper dirt out by doing this as well if I scrub it a little harder, which I know I probably shouldn't do for risk of scratching the paintwork, but anyway, there's got to be some serious way to do it, but I'm not serious. There we have a bit of a stain from something, possibly tape that somehow got stuck to this machine. Probably can't see it on camera, but I'm cleaning it. And just casually stopping in the camera. And here's a side I did earlier. You see there was a few black stains on here and things, and it looked a little more messy than it does now. This has improved the overall look, so I guess I'll keep doing it. Here we go. 21st of January 2000. Dan Technology Public Limited Company. As a matter of fact, they're actually absorbed by Stone, which is a tower I have here. It's another company that actually bought them out and never reused the name, but they own the rights to Dan Technology now. There's my family of British-built PCs, yay. So it's finally time to play some golf. A very, very basic golf game. It doesn't even run in full screen, but it does prove that although it's very basic and really struggles to run a web browser, the computer works well at what it does, and that's something I can always appreciate. Got some annoying dust here that needs to be dealt with. Probably end up all over my floor, but I'll clean that up sooner or later. So that's always something there. Just try and get in these corners, which can be really annoying to hold dirt. And there we go. Could try and get in this fan as well, but it's quite hard to poke the bush in. And I'll probably break something if I'm going to try too hard. But there we go. Slightly cleaner Dan tower. Doesn't that part just look so much better though with no dust there? I think it does at least. Now here we have the motherboard, as well as my 750GB hard drive, my backing plate which fits on here. I'm putting it the wrong way up, so that's barely going to work, but fits on here. And I've got a paintbrush, which is very good for actually getting the dust off these kinds of things. You can see there's some dust in the CPU fan, although that's surprisingly clean. I did give it a brief dust, but the thing just doesn't attract dust. Presumably it's not moving any air through the system or something. Kind of interesting heatsink we've got here though. You know, can finally see it in the light, and it's got some nice chrome and stuff on. I always like me chrome. And I've got a silver sticker, as you'll see. 750GB. Yeah, that's a SATA drive, so it wouldn't actually fit, but I can dream, okay? And we return to the dodgy Blair Witch ripoff, where we see that spiky bushes are actually pretty painful. But anyway, goodbye. I'll leave you with this beautiful shot of a beautiful computer.